Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Camielle, Janae, and y'all, I'm excited because I have another guest today. But before we get into that, I want to make sure to tell you to like and subscribe to my video so you can get future notifications for future videos. So, this guest, y'all, just so happen to be my cousin, and I want to welcome 𝙇𝙄𝙆𝙈𝙈𝙀𝙉. She's here today. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so she is also an educator. Know that? Okay, we got a lot in the family, don't we? We got a lot of educators in the family. But she's been teaching for 5 years.
5 years.
Okay, turn up. And in those 5 years, I can't imagine all the experiences.
Oh, my goodness.
You've had all the things she can tell, the things she can't tell on camera. But anyways, we're going to talk today about the teaching experience and specifically parent involvement and student behavior. So all my teachers, all my parents, anybody who deal with kids, make sure you listen to this, okay? Tell us if you can agree or not. Tell us if you're like, no, we totally off. Let us know how you feel about it, okay? So first, let's talk about parent involvement.
Okay.
And I would say in your 5 years, how would you say your parent involvement has been? And you can also say if it's changed throughout that time.
So it definitely has changed. Every year, I think it's getting better.
Okay, that's good. That's what we want to hear, y'all.
Yes. It's so important.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important.
Yes.
And I would say the best thing that I can encourage parents to do is start early. Like start at the beginning of the school year.
Yes.
Teachers too, like promote it, build relationships.
Now, how would you say teachers could promote parent involvement?
Talking to them by any means. Dojo. I know we use Class Dojo a lot. Okay,
remind. That's what I do for my older kids. I didn't even say, what grade do you teach?
First grade.
And have you always taught first grade?
So for half a year, I taught second grade.
Okay.
And then everything else first grade.
Okay.
Yep.
So mainly in the first grade. Y'all don't know already, I teach third grade. So I'm a little up, higher than that. Okay, so you said Class Dojo.
Yes.
We said remind, how else?
Text. Oh my goodness. Yes. People and you can get texting apps. They don't have to have your number.
Okay. Because they don't want to talk to us.
No.
They really don't want to talk to us.
No. And then start off with as much compliments as you can.
That's big. That's
start
big.
Off,
especially, okay, so here's the thing. A lot of times, the teachers that the students had before will let us know a little 411 about our students sometimes. Not that we always want to hear it. We're just like, I want my own experience, blah, blah, blah. Yep. But if you know, and you've seen the student in the hallway a lot, things like that, in the office a lot, be real about it, okay? Those are the ones you really want to lay on those compliments.
Yep.
You want to say, today, they were prepared for class. They had all their stuff ready. Boom, 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 whatever. Lay it on thick. Because you already know what's coming this year. Possibly. Yes. Possibly. But anyways.
Yep. And I'll make sure I tell a parent, thank you for everything that you do.
That's good.
With every communication. So they can feel like they're doing something. And that'll make them want to do more.
Because, we'll complain if they're not doing anything. So if they're doing something, make sure they know. Give them that praise. Let them know, okay?
Because they need that. Just like the students need to hear that they're doing a good job.
Yeah, we do respond as people all together. When people compliment, you be like, oh, thank you. It make you want to do more. You're like, that was so sweet. Look, but if they want to say thank you or something, you like, don't ask me for nothing. Look, I'm not going, okay? But you said make sure you really give them compliments, calling, all that communication at the beginning. Do you send home like a newsletter or things like that? Every week.
Week. Do parents respond to it or act like they read it?
Every week.
Not all the time, but I do it every week. I have to be consistent. You have to be consistent, so.
And I know for like special situations, if you have to have a lot of paperwork, they want to know that. Like, what have you done as a teacher to make sure that you did start off relationships and things like that at the beginning of the year? All that. Okay, so parent involvement, you making sure you do as a teacher to get them involved. How are ways the parents can be involved? What ways can they be involved?
By volunteering.
Okay.
And some parents can't do that, and that's okay. But helping them with homework or classwork or whatever we're learning about, even if you're just asking questions.
Okay, hold on. We got a lot of parents saying, I don't know this new math y'all on right now. We didn't do that growing up. How you expect me to help my child? They need to help me. What would you say to those parents?
Ask questions to the teacher.
Yeah.
Teachers can make videos. Like, it's so easy to make videos now.
Or go on YouTube.
Yes.
You can do that too. We go to YouTube for everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you know what? We grew up with a different type of math.
Mm-hmm.
And so we experienced that too. And this is what I have to say. If you try it, if you ask questions, it will start to make sense.
Yes.
We're still all getting to the same sums and the same products and everything like that. And to be honest, us as teachers, you tell me, if I know you mastered it, you mastered the skill, I really don't care how you get there. As long as you can explain it to me, right? Because if you just know the answer, but you don't know how, then that's not going to help you in the future for harder problems. But if you know what you're doing and you got your test answers correct, do your thing then. Old school or new. I don't really care.
Agreed. Yes.
So help them with homework. Ask questions. How else can the parents be involved? Communicate. Would you like a parent coming into your classroom like every day and sitting in your class?
Yes.
You would?
Yes, I don't mind. Come in as often as you like.
Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. My answer would be different. And that kind of goes with the student's behavior. So I will explain that a little bit later. But, okay, you would like your parents to come in. And so would you have, like, copies for them to make? Or, like, you can hand out snack. I don't know if y'all do snack at your school. You can be like, oh, yeah, if you want to volunteer and read this story for Read Aloud. Was that the type of stuff you do?
Not necessarily. only if they came in multiple times and they understand how to do it. But if they don't, then you coming in, talking to the students, helping with like passing out snack, that's fine for me. That's fine for me.
Yeah. Okay, so we feel like we kind of in agreement, right? Because they may not scaffold as much, right? They may not know that this student gets off task really easily. So I'm gonna make sure I face it towards them a lot, or they can sit together. Yeah, you're right.
And I love that parents get to see, you know, behaviors and, you know, just our relationship, how it is, our dynamic in the classroom. So I want them to see it. Yeah. You know, so
I feel you. Do you have a lot of parents who come and eat with their students or their children?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. Have you ever eaten with children?
Oh my goodness, all the time.
Yes. Why they love it?
They do. They do.
And you see their personality. Like in class, they're not just, you know, they may not raise their hand, but at lunch, so my favorite hot chips is Takis, and we dip it in the cheese, whatever. I'll be like, okay, and the cheese is pretty good. You know, they just love that we're actually humans. We're not just teachers.
They like to see what I'm eating.
Exactly.
I be going step by step. First, I put this on there, then I put this. They be, oh, what's that? I eat that, Miss Carter. I eat that.
Exactly. My mom be making that too, but she make the best. Look, I'm like, I'm gonna let you have that one. You can think what you want to think now. But yeah, eating with students, things like that. The things that people don't even see, right? I know we have a lot of teachers, different teachers. We put in work. Yeah. Right? And we like, okay, we're doing all this, but we know there's more. The students need more, and they need you as parents to make sure that you care. And just saying you care is not enough. No. It's actually, I would say the actions actually mean more. Because they're like, wait, my mama, she keep coming to school and stuff, and she be putting my homework on the refrigerator.
Oh my goodness.
And bragging about me on Facebook. Yes. They like when you brag about them on Facebook. Yes. They be like, oh, why you always got it? But low-key, they love it. Yes. Like, they be smiling and stuff. You know how kids are. Especially first grade, they can't really hide it trying to be cool like that. So they eat all of that. My third graders too, y'all. Yeah, they got the mouths, but they love it too. Like, they love the hugs and stuff. Yes. So for our school, we would do greetings in the morning. And so it's like, you can pick a high five, a hug, a hello, blah, blah, blah. Do y'all do that, or have y'all done that before? Or do you do any type of version of that?
So it kind of starts with taking attendance. Okay, I'll either call them by their last name, by their middle name. Sometimes this is crazy.
Do they get to pick?
Yes. Okay. They ask, today we want to be called by our middle names. Yes. Or sometimes I get their names wrong on purpose and let them try to figure out who I'm talking about. They love that.
And
my goodness.
They know you're talking about it too.
And they laugh every single time.
Oh my, Miss Carter, what you mean? Oh my gosh. Okay, so get the parents involved by coming to the classroom, helping them with homework. If you can come and eat. And I like how you said they may not always be able to, because we know that y'all have to work. Yes. Y'all have to pay these bills. Prices keep going up.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sick of it.
Oh my goodness.
It may not be the eggs anymore, but now it's the chicken. Yes. Okay, I'm sick of it. And so we get that, like, The school hours is when they working. That's when they are doing their thing, blah, 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 making sure that they have a roof over their heads, making sure that they're able to survive, clothes on their backs, things like that, blah, blah. But we're just saying, whatever you can do, right? We appreciate that as teachers. And your students, your children are watching. They like, oh my gosh, they keep getting on me about homework, blah, blah, blah. So it must be important. Like, they love it. And we see the effects later on. They be like, even if my mom didn't get her college degree, even if my mom, blah, 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 she would always make me do my homework. She would always make me study for my tests and things like that. Like, they gonna remember that, always. And so, let's go into student behavior and how we can see how parent involvement plays a role in that. Good and bad too. So let's talk about good first. What are the benefits in the behavior?
Oh my goodness. So when you are on one accord with parents, a student
double T's.
Okay. You're going, oh, really? Let me go ahead and text your mama Angie. Let me see what she got to say.
I'm just playing. Don't call it. Oh my gosh. Now you do have those students. Call her my mama.
Well, in first grade, no, not so much. Oh my goodness,
I haven't had that personally in my class, but I'm just saying I've heard it. Before.
And it's so there's one dynamic where I know your mom and I'm just going to use that as threats. Or I got a relationship with your mom, so if I call her, she's going to answer one.
Exactly.
She's going to get you back together too.
Come on.
And now I'm gonna just look at you like, look. So
like, don't make me come up there. Y'all, see, this is what students don't understand. I say students for us, kids for the parents, right? If they have to get a phone call and they're at work, right? They have to stop working. And if they gotta leave their job and come, everybody don't got that type of flexibility. So now they're getting less on their paycheck. This is why the kids be having to talk when they get home. And for some people, the talk look a little different. But like, it's so huge to have that relationship, because when the student knows that you are cool and in good standing with the parent, y'all respect each other, they give you more respect because, you know, that's their parent. But us, we really don't have that much power.
We really don't. Like, they don't know that.
Exactly. We make it look like, we be like, okay, you know, what can we do? We take recess. That means we don't have that time to ourselves.
Right.
We take lunch. That means we don't got that quiet time to ourselves. Like, and then if they don't get recess and don't get the time to run, we paying for that too.
Right. So we really have to be strategic in how we're, you know.
Exactly, how we're disciplining, the consequences, things like that. Okay. So the student behavior, they love it. They see your parents involved. What other things, like positives, have you seen from behavior as a result of parent involvement?
So.
Or just you, Karen, you being so involved.
Kids, like, they really do try to get on your good side. Not saying I'm just this dictator, but they really, really do try.
They want to please.
And they love when I mention their parents, because a lot of the parents I went to school with or went to school with somebody in their family.
Community
so
children.
They love it. They love it. You know my mama, right? You went to school with my mama, right? And I'm
they love that. They're like, my mom's birthday tomorrow. They be telling you everything. And so then we go into the hotel. Like, I'm telling you, so you be like, for real. And then you use whatever knowledge you have. Like, for me personally, I did not grow up watching anime. Okay? My husband liked anime. It's not really my thing. But the moment I found out my students like anime and stuff, I watch a couple of episodes, right? I take my little knowledge and I go to school. I was like, but did y'all see that episode when Naruto? And they be like, oh, you watch it? I'm like, I know a little bit. You know, they love it. Like you said, in those conversations. Outside of just turn to page 63 in your book. You know, they're most likely to do that because you're having the fun conversations. Too. Now let's talk about the negative effects when parents are not as involved.
Okay.
Whatever the reason may be, but they're not as involved, what do we see?
We see negative behavior, off task, and like they really just don't care. And that's sad. It is sad.
No, it is.
And especially when they know that you, like, they know, like, okay, my mama is not going to respond, or, you know, for whatever case it may be.
She got a whole new phone, and you don't have that number. The school don't have that number. Y'all, I'm not making this up. This is real life.
And that's really, it's...
Oh, my gosh.
It sucks. Because they know. So they're not going to try as hard. Like, they're going to, you know, they're human beings. So they're going to try, they're going to give as much effort as they can, but not as much as, if I reach out to this child's mom, they gonna try to change their behavior real quick.
Exactly. And then, so like for me, I'm gonna get to that part where I said, I don't prefer parents to come in anytime they want.
Okay.
Sometimes, of course, especially when I have fun things, like for Thanksgiving, I always have a Thanksgiving feast. And so I actually have the parents bring in food, they can go to county market, wherever, buy the rolls, stuff like that. And we do that. It's a big thing. I welcome it, But here's my reason why. If you have parents who are not as involved, whether they're working really hard, they got 4 other kids, they're busy, their child needs attention. They need a lot of attention, right? Yes. And so that's why typically we see these negative behaviors that you're talking about, y'all. Look, we had 2 different schools right now, and she told me the same things. Yes. I'm like, geez, okay, it's a real thing. And so we see those negative behaviors because who is being talked to the most? That student. We're like, stop doing that. Please stop doing that. Again, blah, blah, blah. They're getting all of our attention, and that's being taken away from the other 24 students, blah, 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 whatever, however many we have, because it varies, and students leave and students come. And so they need this attention, and then I have one parent say they come in, and they like to, joke around with the kids in their little corner, blah, blah, I know your mama, things like that, blah, blah. When I tell you my students get so off task, when I tell you, the attention is, most of them trying to focus on me, but you got the little 5 in the little corner, they laughing at her. Yeah. And I've had parents, they be like, oh, you bad. I'm texting your mama right now, blah, blah, blah. But that's not cute. Nope. And it's not helping me as a teacher to control my classroom, to get learning happening. That's the thing. And so that's the reason why. If I know I have a lot of students who they need that attention, they crave it. And that's most of my kids. I can't have a parent in there all the time, like you said, because they don't really know how things go. And they just sit there and just watch and see if I can control it. That's parents want to see, but it's no, what you hear? I'm struggling. And so that's the thing. I do want parent involvement. There are other ways, but I just say if I have a lot of students like that they can't be in there all the time. Yeah. That's just being real, maybe special occasions, stuff like that. So any parents, it's just, that's my thing.
What I hate?
What?
When parents, with a child who's been struggling with their behavior, their parent is like, okay, telling their child, I'm going to come up to your school tomorrow to watch you. So you're already prepping your child.
You did.
So then you come up here, your child is... And the parent is just like, well, what's going on? And I'm just like,
because you're a liar and they're perfect.
Right.
And
my
goodness. You're not the professional.
Oh, my goodness.
Why are you lying on their kids?
Yes.
Yeah. That's another thing as a teacher, and we probably gonna talk about this another time, but just feeling like you're not the professional. Feeling like you didn't go through all those years of schooling, things like that, that you really didn't sign papers, that you can get in trouble if you don't hold these children to a high regard, take care of them. You are taking care of them most of the day.
Oh my goodness.
But the thing is to have that question, and you just be like, they take their child's word. I'm all for being an advocate for your child, number one. But I'm like, if you know your child, and you believe in them over me, and we having meetings and every person in that building know your child. I'm not going to argue you right now, but it's just as a person, right now, as a person, because we're all human, we just how long can I take this? And that's an effect of the bad behavior, of the things of just being questioned. And so it's a struggle too, But no, I love this conversation, and I really y'all chime in, comment, let us know, how is the parent involvement at your school, in your classroom? How are your behaviors? Maybe you got some suggestions. Let us know. You can't be a person who can always teach if you're not ready to learn. So thank you for coming to my channel, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure, again, you like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.